Germany is unable to provide additional main battle tanks to Ukraine. This was announced by the Minister of Defense of Germany, Boris Pistorius. The statement came after Kiev warned that it would need more heavy weapons to mount a retaliatory strike against Russia. "I don't see delivery of additional Leopard tanks beyond those already announced," Pistorius told German newspaper Welt am Sonntag. "To be clear, like other countries, our supply is limited. As Federal Secretary of Defense, I can't give up everything we have," he added. The German Minister of Defense stated that the existing gaps in Germany's own military cannot be completely closed by 2030. "This will take many years," he said. "In the medium term, however, I believe it will be possible to meet Ukraine's needs," said Pistorius. He added that the German defense industry should increase production of tanks and other heavy weapons, including self-propelled howitzers. Propelled, additional equipment is needed today more than at any time in the past, he said. According to Pistorius, Berlin and its European allies are committed to sending 2 Leopard 2 battalions, or more than 60 vehicles. He reiterated that next year European Union (EU) countries will also supply more than 100 older model Leopard 1 tanks. Ukrainian officials stated late last year that Kiev needed at least 300 modern tanks, as well as hundreds of other armored vehicles and artillery. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned this month that Kiev could not launch an effective counteroffensive against Russian troops without sufficient Western weapons. Several European countries have struggled to find enough tanks to donate to Ukraine. Switzerland revealed last month that Germany had formally asked it to sell a batch of decommissioned Leopard 2 tanks back to German manufacturer Rheinmetall, so Berlin could replenish its own stockpile. Meanwhile, German media reported that, due to equipment problems, the Bundeswehr was ill-equipped to fulfill some of its commitments as a member of NATO. Germany's scope of military aid has drawn criticism from neighboring Poland, whose Prime Minister, Mateusz Morawiecki, argued last week that Berlin was not as generous as it should be when it comes to donating arms to Ukraine. Moscow says that Western arms supplies will prolong the conflict but will not change its course or outcome. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has warned that NATO-supplied tanks will burn on the battlefield.